I've got a good friend who's an evangelist. God has made him in such a way he can't not talk about Jesus. Literally everywhere he goes, he bumps into people and magically conversations start. I wish I was like that, but I'm not. I'm like most Christians, where the New Testament encourages me to do the work of an evangelist, even though I'm not. So I want to be a good witness for Jesus. And unlike my friend, the evangelist, one of the hardest parts that I find is getting started, like getting out of the blocks. So what do you find works for you? What gets you going to get into that spiritual conversation?
I would say the best place to start is just by listening.
Pardon?
By listening
okay, right.
To the conversations that are already happening.
And I think just on the flip side of that, actually, even just learning to ask good questions that, encourage a conversation, foster a conversation. And then obviously listening, it kind of goes hand in hand. You ask good questions and you listen and care about the people.
Yeah, I think to go into it with an agenda is pretty transparent. So to really listen and to care about what they're saying comes across as very loving and caring.
Right. So with this question thing, is there a boom question that you have found that just, boom, unlocks it all?
In my experience, no. There's no magic question and there's no script. Otherwise, talking to people about Jesus would be a lot easier, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, if I said yes, I would be lying.
Oh, you don't want to do that. No. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Jesus, in his way of sharing himself, asked a ton of questions. Just read them in the Gospels. And it's not that he didn't know the answers. He knew already what they were thinking and where they were. But he wanted to pop those questions out to get people thinking, processing, and entering a dialogue rather than just a download.
Yeah, I think opportunities to talk about Jesus are everywhere, in movies and music. It's not a hard thing to bring up because it is already around. It just takes that little push and that courage to bring them up.
Where does that courage come from?
The Holy Spirit and asking for the courage, I think.
Yeah, because that's a good word. It is a fearful thing to take that risk, to step out, start a conversation. And that's a time where I took a big deep breath, spiritually, jump in.